SKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley. With convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tiger Talk, WSKB 89.5, WCPC. If you're watching on Channel 15, it's your Westfield Community Programming Show. We're broadcasting live from Studio 120 here.
That's it. Must-see TV.
Must-see. The number one rated show on Westfield Community Radio right now, as we speak. You're listening to it.
No surprise to the people sitting around this table.
I don't know. Bobby Goff is giving you guys a lot of
Bobby,
earlier show saying,
check the views, Bob.
Dial
check
it back,
views.
Mr. Producer in your booth. Dial it back.
I don't mind friendly rivalries amongst the shows.
Well, you know, Mr. Zaporowski started that last year with Mrs. Groom. There was almost a fight. She got mad. We had to call the police.
Fortunately, we have them here in the building.
Luckily, Officer Plouffe intervened, and Carol settled down. We got some space between the two, but the gauntlet was thrown down, and yeah,
Mrs. Groom, not to be trifled with.
You know,
well,
we had.
He called us a rookie show.
See, she's still
sticking in her craw.
Yeah, she did not.
I think
forget.
I remember the date. I think it may have been May 5th.
Forgiven, not forgotten with Carol Groom.
Wow.
Hey.
Oh. Okay, so you know out there I wasn't lying because she just confirmed everything. So the gauntlet was thrown down, and now maybe last night when I got home, I scrolled through YouTube and checked out who's watching these shows. How many views are we getting?
The last I checked, I think we were close to 90.
Yeah.
I don't know if.
Well, I may have scrolled down through some of the other weekly shows and all
I'm looking
of
at the
ours.
list right here.
Yeah, Pete. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised about what's happening.
I think
here
you're
at
eking them
Westwood.
out. I think you're eking them out every week except, well, you guys didn't.
Early on.
We had a
9:29
tough-
Tiger Talk did a show.
We might have had one tough week. We were just finding our feet, getting comfortable.
Yeah.
But it seems to be we're in the flow right now. So
Yeah.
it looks like we're doing okay. So
The only place to be.
so if you're listening right now on 89.5, you're listening to something good. That's all I can say.
Something
good.
great.
Something great. And so
It's great.
Great.
what's going on? Speaking of great, what's happening at Westfield Tech? We talk about everything Westfield Tech. Mrs. Groom,
Yes.
hi, welcome.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. What do you got going on?
Well, I'm focused on the freshmen, and they are getting their second week, 1 week assignments today at lunch, and they are so excited. Are you looking okay over there?
Yeah. So today is sports day today
Yes.
in the
Oh,
school, and I
It
not that I wasn't listening to your excited freshman thing, but
Yeah.
I have a Celtic shirt on underneath, this same one I wore on
The
St.
green
Patty's
one?
Day.
Oh, I thought you
That's
were
why-
going to wear that one.
Well, I do, but if it'll blend in. I'll
Yes.
be torso free if I take this.
And it is
shirt
that
off.
time of year, instead of being
Torso free time.
no
So
a ghost.
Not sure I know
You were
what that
gonna
even
be
oh,
a
it's
ghost.
time. You're right. Okay.
A ghost.
So
I
the-
didn't have one piece of sports clothing.
Disappointing.
I
Oh,
don't.
Mr. Langoni.
Well, of course, I'm repping Westfield Technical.
Nobody told me it
Academy,
was sports day. What over my Patriots
Um,
stuff?
Oh,
I
boy.
was going to steal my son Joseph's buffalo sweatshirt,
Yeah.
and it was too small.
Oh, well, there's two things there. We won't talk about the second one, but Joe, you got to
No,
go out and
please.
you got to go out and get yourself a Buffalo. I know you have connections to Buffalo.
I do.
It would be a good time to get some Buffalo Bill stuff.
Well, I'm
'cause
hoping my
they're doing
father-in-law
well.
will bring me something when he comes down for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I may have
Hint,
texted him
hint,
last
yeah.
night.
Yeah, it is Spirit Week at Westfield Tech, so
This week and next week.
next week we do double weeks because the kids
On and off
don't
shop.
get a chance to do Spirit Week when they're in shop.
Correct.
And this today is Sports Day, so if you
Yes.
have anything athletic or sportsy, you wear it.
And I'm
So
wearing my Red Sox, although
I see that your Red Sox. I have
Sox.
my Celtic shirt underneath with my brown lacrosse. Of course, I get that gear free. Thanks, Mike. So I have all that, but yeah, our school, we just aren't that kind of school. I don't know. I don't know how to like.
what does that mean?
I don't know how to say it. The sports kind, we have good sports. Our sports are
Not
are
everybody
pickup.
can be Al Rogers, you know.
That's what I mean. It's tough. Yeah,
I get what you're
I
saying.
don't know if that makes sense. or
It
not.
does.
It does.
But anyway, so
Their
we
We
gotta-
have a,
their
we
focus
have
is
a-
different.
Exactly. We have a different. We're about different things.
if you're listening and you have any extra sports shirts or clothing, Miss Langoni is his size is to be determined, but you can drop
No,
it
it's
off
not.
at
I'll
the-
tell you.
You could
It's
drop
2XL,
you
double
could-
extra lovely.
the main office, drop some stuff off.
That's
we'll,
it. 2 extra large,
we'll
please.
get some stuff on. So that's
my favorite fashion designer, Omar the tent maker.
that's it. Keep them in business.
That's
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's fun because I saw some kids today really decked out. I
Yes.
saw 3 kids in a full out like baseball uniform.
It really connects the kids. That improves the climate.
Yeah.
They're very excited about it. They were last year, and they only had the 1 week. So the kids who were in shop and had to wear their uniforms didn't get to participate. So they made sure this year we had 2 weeks.
Yeah. And Miss Langoni, you've been posting. I noticed that there was twin. Did you post the twin day
I did.
yesterday? We had some twins up there.
I did. No, the day before too, with that beautiful picture of Mr. Hastings and Don LaRivia.
That's right. That was Decade Day, so they were sporting there.
Yes.
Mr. Hastings sporting his Grateful
Great
Dead.
comments on Facebook. Didn't know Mr. Hastings was a deadhead.
Yep. You learn something every day.
Well, if they listened to the show, they would have.
Yeah.
Because that was announced.
If they had listened
Right.
to the show.
Correct.
That was back when people weren't listening.
That's right.
Now they are.
Now they
So
are.
this is great. So that we have a lot of things going on with the freshmen. Our seniors are continuing to go out in co-op. We can talk about that later. What
One
else?
thing that immediately comes
Go
to
ahead,
mind,
Joe.
because it was just across my desk, is open house next Thursday, which
Yeah, that's-
it's hard to believe. Next Thursday is November. It's going to be November next week.
Mr. Green, you want to give the deets on open house?
Open house is Thursday, November 3rd from 6 to 7:30, open to the public.
Yeah.
We love to see that big crowd come through our doors.
And I just got an email from a parent. Is there any registration for open house? I said nope.
Nope.
Just come. So if you any grade, any age, you want to come see the school, even if you just are curious about what
Yeah.
the school's all about, it's open from 6 to 7:30. We just went to the middle school last week, Joe, and Carol and I on Friday presented to all the 8th graders about the opportunities that we have at Westfield Tech, and we'll talk to Lindsay because Lindsay DeLand, who's coming on later,
Right.
she made an outstanding video
Yep, no surprise there.
It
introing
was
the
great.
school.
The kids, every time it was showed, they clapped at the end.
Pete Coles, you'd be proud of that. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Pete, or if you're listening, but
Lindsay does good work. No, she really does. She's a talented editor.
Pete, were you able to get the advertisement on our radio station or TV about open house yet?
It's already up on Channel 12. It was up yesterday.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
So just to
Open house, and I've already started running the ad for the Westfield Tech craft fair.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Very good.
yeah, that's
See,
coming.
if you guys
quick, too.
get me stuff early, I can put it up right away on Channel 12 and attract people.
Hey, we're coming along, Pete. Look at 90
Baby
views, right?
For open house, I just want to emphasize what Mr. Daly was saying. We don't, the other schools in the district have open house for students that are currently enrolled. And when I first got here, we actually had 2 open houses, which was a little clunky for a lot of reasons. So we just put them together at one point, and it's really turned out to be a good solution to a problem, right? So if you're a prospective student, we'd like to see you and your families. If you're a current student, we'd like to see you and your families. Again, as Kevin pointed out, if you're just an interested community member who isn't exactly sure about what we do or to the extent that we do what we do, come on in. I've been saying since I got here that Westfield Technical Academy is a public utility, right? This is brought to Westfield by Westfield. So please come in, take a look, and see what we're all about.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if you're the class of 62, come
Yeah,
on in.
Come and see the changes that
Which
have
we
been
get
made.
all the time.
Yep.
Former
We sure do.
graduates that want to see when the school was population 60, right?
Yeah.
Now we're at close to 550.
My first year open house, gentleman came in, was from the class of 1947.
No way.
Mm.
Yeah. Just to see it.
Yep.
So it's a good time. It's crazy. It's hectic. It's free for all. But it's great because we have no schedule. So it's
Right.
just come on. You want to go see a teacher, walk
That's right.
through. You want to
It's
see
a
a shop?
true open house.
Yeah.
You come when you want to come, and then you leave when you want to leave, and
See what you want
the
to see.
house is open.
Mrs. Groom will be at the front door greeting.
Yes. The
You want me to be in
hostess.
Studio 120? Well, maybe
Yeah.
we can making the list or something.
Yep. If we could have, Pete, we want everything open to see everything. This is obviously a great thing for people to see.
We'll also have
Radio.
representatives from our sports teams, from clubs, organizations, the PVO, you name it. There'll be all kinds of places to visit and connect with folks and get an idea of all the other things that are going on in addition to our academics and our technical programs. So, soup to nuts.
Yep. Soup to nuts. That's November 3rd. So that's
November
great.
3rd. That's a special day.
I don't know why. Was that voting? No, that's the
No,
4th.
that's
is
the
voting
8th.
No.
The 8th is
Eighth,
voting. but
Okay, I don't.
That's all right.
I think. Oh,
right, Mr.
you know what?
I know.
No, that wasn't
Yeah.
it either.
No, it isn't.
I think what Mrs. Groom is alluding to that maybe that was the birth of herself. So happy birthday.
Thank you.
So we don't. That's what night is that, Mrs. Groom?
It's Thursday night.
Oh, so you'll be on the show. I have a
no,
cake
I won't
planned for
be.
you. Oh,
I won't be here next Thursday on the
Okay.
show.
well,
Taking
just,
the day off?
No, I have another appointment that day.
okay.
Another professional appointment.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll miss you. Hopefully the numbers won't.
I bet the numbers will go up even
plummet.
higher.
Drop everything. So that's going on. We have just before we'll go to our a little break, but I want to talk about our sports because we had 2 games yesterday. I know Al sometimes gets to our local sports, sometimes he doesn't. So our girls soccer team played Southwick in the playoffs yesterday. Unfortunately, they took one on the chin, 3-0. But they were, I think they're done unless they are allowed to play in the vocational tournament. So I'll have to
But
check.
played really hard.
They
Made
did.
a fantastic effort.
Yeah.
We'll double check with Lindsay when she comes on.
Oh, that's right. So she's the goalie.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we should have waited. Well, we can go back.
Yeah,
And the
we'll
boys,
go
it was
back to
touch
it.
and go for a little while.
Well,
but
the closest part of the game was when the kids weren't there. So I mean, it was 0-0. So we ended up winning, I think 7-0
Oh,
against
and
Duggan.
Duggan, right?
very nice.
So we're moving on there. I don't think there was a big surprise with that. I think we were a higher seed and we took care of business. I was fortunate enough to sneak down there and catch and play, and it was a beautiful day. Unusually balmy, isn't it?
Oh,
Yesterday was, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Sure.
that was crazy.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. I had basketball practice. I start with that, and my hair, Carol, was just frizzy as all heck with this
Terrible
humidity.
hair day
How do
yesterday.
you handle that?
Uh,
Joe and I
Goodness.
struggle with the hair
Well,
on these days.
You know,
You know?
it was a tough hair
Sorry.
day.
It
for
was.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey,
hair,
Pete.
hair
why don't,
today,
That
gone
was
tomorrow.
humorous.
Yes. Ooh, nice. Humidorous. All right. Hey, Pete. Why don't we do a quick song now, and then we'll go round up our first guest since we don't have our new teacher starting off right away. So
Right.
Gotcha.
Let's go.
Thank you.
You listen to Tiger Talk.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue tonight, come on, celebrate. That's how we do. Sometimes you gotta stay, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay, welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Duck off the crib to spot the bag, but my house is your house if you throwing it back. Excuse me if my home draining is sad. Soon as these happy faces land, you can run with the cash. Home run, slam dunk, touchdown pass. Mi casa es tu casa, so it ain't no holding back. Another shot of vodka, you know what's in my glass. It's my house, just relax. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. It's my house.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley. With convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
And we are back, Westfield. Good morning again. Welcome back to Tiger Talk Live. All things Westfield Technical Academy in the flow with Carol, Kev, Joe, and Lindsay and Steve.
Hi.
To my right at the end of the table here.
Yeah. Got to scooch in a little bit.
We got Lindsay DeLand from our Graphic Arts program, Graphic Arts Design Visual Communications, and Steve Forney, who is an instructor in that program.
Oh, it's nice to be back. I was on the show on Tuesday morning too, so
You were?
they're already tired of looking at my face. Yeah.
Had I known that, we would have maybe changed our plans.
No, it's a whole different show, a whole different
Oh.
feel. We were talking all kinds of.
What show were you on?
I don't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
It was
but-
so good.
He was on Wow, It's Tuesday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was
That put it-
He did it.
Yeah.
But,
Mr. Forney.
thanks for having me.
Yeah. Hopefully the ratings helped. Wow, with you going on it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll
Bob,
have to-
Bob Plass had COVID, so he was home.
Oh, did you host?
Yeah, he was the co-host for a while.
Kind of, yeah.
Did you know you're on the number one talk show on WSKB radio right
Dare
now?
we point that out
That's
again.
fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I feel like my whole career I've been chasing Rock 102's morning show, but
Yeah.
that's okay. You
Not
know, that's
anymore.
all right.
Not
That's
anymore.
all right.
Not anymore. So, hey, let's talk to Lindsay for a sec, then we'll get to Mr. What's his name? Forney?
Forney.
Yeah. Lindsay DeLand. So, let's talk about soccer. You got your soccer uniform on, and I just talked before we went to the song "Welcome to My House." Was that by you, Flo Rida, Carol?
That is correct.
Are you a my? Why that song?
Well, I like it,
Uh-huh.
but it's our open house is coming up on next Thursday.
Okay, so it's connected right there. You got to bring these viewers in, Mrs.
That's
Grum.
correct.
That's a demerit for you. You're not. Come on. Hey, Lindsay, soccer yesterday. We made the Western Mass tournament. Coach Brown has taken over because Mr. Washington's been out. Overall, the season. Talk to us. How do you think the season went?
I think our team did really well. We had a lot of wins this season, and we put up a really good fight against one of our like sworn enemies. It
Yeah.
was a great tie. They beat us 3-0 in the beginning of the season. We came back, got them 0-0.
Yeah.
So I was really proud of our team for that. We did really well yesterday, even though we lost. We put up a really good fight, though.
Yeah. And the final was 3?
3-0, but it was a close one.
Yeah. And you are the goalie.
Yes.
Okay. And this is your 3rd year as goalie. Were you getting peppered yesterday?
Oh yeah, it was a lot, but it was really fun though.
Yeah.
So
that was against Southwick in the Western Mass tournament. So
Yeah.
Southwick typically plays a schedule, a level up a bit, some bigger schools typically throughout the year, and then they come down for the tournament. So that was pretty good that we heard that you guys did real well. So, but that's not it for you guys, right? You're still playing.
yes, we're still playing.
So what's the plan?
We have a constellation game on Friday, and hopefully, we don't know the date quite yet for
Yeah.
states. We'll find that out after we play the constellation game tomorrow.
Yeah. So this is a great thing because our girls soccer team last year did we
We
did, right? We got into the tournament.
Yes, we got into the tournament
Yeah.
last year as well. Our team's been real solid past few years,
Yeah.
and I'm really proud of them.
How are the freshmen? We got a lot of freshmen on the
Oh
team.
yeah, our freshmen have been doing really well,
Yeah.
and like they're showing so much improvement already. By the time they're upperclassmen, they're gonna be wicked awesome.
Yeah, nice. So that's awesome that's happening. And tell us about you're also Lindsay wears a lot of hats in the school, by the
Sure
way.
does.
You guys know that?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So I was just talking how you made that video for us for when we went to the 8th graders, the promotional video. You did a great job
Thank
with that.
you.
Oh, and just so you know, that every time we showed it, the kids clapped. They were,
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
So there was all the kids clapped, and we gave you a shout out, recognition, not shout out,
Correct.
Mrs. Groom, that you made that, and you made it relatively quickly, right? I mean, we gave you a month, not even a month notice to put that together, and you did a great job, and we're gonna use that, for. Unless you want to make a better one or new and improved every year, we're gonna use that
No,
for.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Though.
Did you do that by yourself?
I edit it on my own, but
Mm-hmm.
I got some help with the filming around the shops and stuff from a bunch of people in my shop. It was kind of a group effort, but for like editing and visual effects, I just went into our software and just kind of divvied it up.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Fournier, it would kind of be like that in industry, wouldn't it? You'd have a team of people. You'd have photographers. You'd have an editor. You'd have a producer, right?
Yeah, because the idea for the video was to make sure we highlighted every shop, and I think a lot of the shop teachers are getting tired of us because we kind of show up with cameras. Can we poke around? But yeah, you two go to aviation and allied, and you two go to construction and horticulture, and you send everybody out, and they all come back, and
Because it's an awful lot for one person to try to carry
Right.
on his own or her own, right?
right. And it goes both ways. If you want to be a news reporter, you got to know how to do it all by yourself. You got to set up your own camera for your own shot and edit it and send it back to the truck. But for things like this, when you have the hands, that's when we turn it ourselves into a production studio. And yeah, everybody has a role. Everybody does what they have to do and bring it back. And then she put it together. So she did a really nice job with them. Proud of her.
And we're in our infancy stages of our radio and TV broadcast shop right now. So it's to do something like that relatively. How long you been here, Mr. Forney?
This is year number 2.
Year number 2. We're turning out stuff. Can you tell us? I know I saw on Facebook, and maybe everybody doesn't know that, but you took the kids to. Was it 22?
Western
Mass News?
Yeah.
What happened there? What was that all about?
Well, Western Mass News had a program that was basically just offering sort of tours and industry tips to students just like ours. For me, just being in the business, I know how important relationship building is. And so just us going and having our students there and building our own relationships, I mean, we were getting business cards and talking with all kinds of people, and that's how they're going to get when they leave here, or even on co-op. That's how they're going to get their next step is these kind of connections. So, it was nice of them. They're great people over there. I think the students enjoyed sitting at the news desk, and now when they watch the news, they're like, "Hey, I was sitting there, a couple weeks ago." So, but they were great. The students were great, well behaved, and went really well.
That's good. That looked like a fun field trip.
Yeah, it's always cool to see the behind the scenes.
Lindsay, you went on that trip?
Yes, it was really cool. We went into multiple different studios, like it was a lot of fun. Like they had this whole like kitchen set up as well. And honestly, I never really knew what it looked like, you know. I never knew how they like made it look so realistic looking. It was just such a fun experience.
That's good. I'm glad we went. It's
Those are the studios up on Liberty Street in Springfield, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, and even we talk about this. It looks now like we're sitting in the parking lot, but the way they do the weather, it's just a green screen with a camera, and they superimpose your weather things in there, and the meteorologist has a button. And
did they show you the garage door that they used to use for the weather?
I don't think so.
So in between the two studios, you notice there's a portal between the two studios. If you look up, there's a green screen up there that they used to lower down to do the weather.
Huh. I guess I didn't notice that.
That was my job on the
I may have filmed a commercial up there when I was in 8th grade. Toys for Tots.
Whoa.
That was my job. I was on the overnight.
We need to dig into
Tall
this.
Paul Sutton and
Get
me.
the archives.
Paul Sutton. We got to find this out
Blast
there.
from the past.
Okay.
Yeah, on the overnight hour, my job was to run the prompter for the morning news, and I used to drop the weather door.
Approximately what year was that, Joe?
1980, 1981.
Okay, embarrassing.
Toys for Tots.
Let's look for some Lindsay extra credit.
You wouldn't
if you
recognize
can find
me. I
Mr.
had
Langoni.
hair.
Yeah. The green screen. Don't wear green shirts or anything green when you're broadcasting on TV, or it won't work.
Like a Celtics shirt,
Yeah,
like we had last year.
Don't do it. You like the one I have on right now for Sports Day?
That's perfect.
Yeah. Lindsay, while we're talking about sports and things like that, and your sports, but tell us about, because you are also the class for the junior class. What is the role?
I am the historian for our junior class.
Yes.
And also for student council. It's all of a group effort this year.
Yeah.
No like class president and stuff. We're all just kind of trying to work together.
I love it.
Make things great in our school.
So what is our student council doing, the group student council doing the next 2 weeks?
We're putting on Spirit Week. Today is Sports Day, and also we're doing it next week as well, so that way all of the classes can participate, because a lot of people are in shops.
Right.
So we're just trying to make sure everyone, is happy and is able to partake in it, especially the seniors this year.
Yeah.
So next week we're going to be doing our 5 themes once again. Monday is going to be costume day for Halloween, so everyone can get in the spirit of Halloween.
Great.
Tuesday,
We love that.
Decades Day, throwback to whatever decade you
Okay,
like.
decade is Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay.
And Wednesday, Twin Day, you can find a buddy to dress up.
Uh-huh.
with,
We'll have to sync up our wardrobes that
Yes.
day.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Daly.
And Thursday, which is also same as today, Sports Day, wear your sports jersey.
Yeah.
And on Friday, Color Wars. So this means each grade wears their own color. They got to vote on it in a survey which color they wanted, and each grade wears that color in spirit of their class.
I like that one.
It was. And
Do you know, off the top of your head, do you know what each grade is for colors?
I think so. Freshman, I believe, was pink.
it is.
Yeah.
Pink.
Sophomores were blue. Junior, my class, is white, and seniors were black.
Seniors were black, and that's tomorrow.
Yeah. No.
Next
so
Friday.
Next Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not doing the color wars this today.
That happened
already
Monday.
did it. That was Monday. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we didn't have there were no costumes this week.
All right.
It's kind of reverse
Tomorrow.
of this week because Halloween we'll do Friday and then again on Monday.
I got you.
And they'll go backwards.
I got you.
Monday and Fridays were the only ones I switched.
Okay. Yeah, I was on it.
makes
Don't worry,
sense,
guys.
Lindsay. It
Yeah,
makes
it
sense.
does make sense, except for to me,
When you
who
look at it on
can't
paper, it
fathom
makes
that.
sense.
I can't understand it. Yeah. So anyway, get your stuff together, get organized. I don't know what colors should I wear. I got to support all the grades.
There's all sorts of.
Yeah,
you
I don't
can
know.
Put all those
This
colors
is a lot
together.
of pressure. I don't like
You
this.
could.
You can put all those colors together. Come
Yeah,
on.
I think the teachers should have our own color.
Maybe you'll have to
Like
send
we should have our own. Like we should.
You'll have to send Mrs. Daly out to find you something. It's a little
No.
shopping spree.
I don't get Joe. There's no money spent on Mr. Delia at my house. It's the kids
Well,
and
I
the
feel
dog.
your pain.
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
So, all right, awesome. So that's what we're looking forward to that, and that's what we really wanted Lindsay on for, to talk about the Spirit Week. She's such a good advocate for the
Yes.
school. She does so much for the school.
She does morning announcements.
Morning announcements.
Big.
For a long time.
So she's got a full plate. And then
Yeah.
anything in the winter for you, Lindsay?
Not yet.
No?
I'm kind of undecided. Although I do have a play coming up with the Westfield Theater Group.
Nice.
We're doing a production of It's a Wonderful Life with Kathy Palmer. She's amazing. Super pumped for it, and I can't wait.
Awesome. Now, Mr. Forney, I see you have the Thunderbird shirt on right there. We have to talk about it before you guys roll. What's going? I know you're a big Thunderbirds guy. Why don't you tell us the news that's going on with you with the Thunderbirds?
Well, I am back this season as their public address announcer, which is very excited. So if you go to the game, that's me yelling at you to watch out because pucks are going to come flying at you and hit you. But we're really starting to develop a relationship with. I mean, again, like I said, relationships are everything in my industry. So I have a student, senior, who's there on co-op doing photography. He's now doing more of the video editing too. So the hype video that they show before the team comes out, that's what he produces, which again is, showing your work to 6,000 people is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I talk about the game coming up? Or
Yeah, we
I
can
know it
talk
hasn't
to
been approved or anything.
Right, you're hoping to do this.
Right. My hope is because they have what's called a kids game on the 16th, I think, of November.
Just make sure you fill out the field trip.
Yeah,
You're good.
yes. But it's a 10:30 a.m. game, so on a Wednesday. So the plan is that I'm going to bring, I don't know, 10-ish students, and somebody's going to shadow the lighting guy, and someone's going to shadow the camera person, and someone's going to shadow the photography person and the social media person, and we can get not just to sit up in section 10 and eat popcorn and watch the game,
Right.
but let's learn about the industry and how everything works. So, the Thunderbirds are great. I mean, they're just so good in the community, and I think that's a big part of where they are now. I mean, it's nice to get to the Calder Cup finals,
Right.
but it's also the work that they do. I mean, I have friends that are like, well, I went to a game and the sales rep followed up and asked if we had a good time and sent, a letter thanking us for coming, and so now we're going to go back. And I tell these guys, it's all about the little things. It's, it's just a sales executive sitting there on a Wednesday filling out postcards. Thanks for coming to the game, but when you get that in the mail, that means a lot to people, and that's what's going to bring them back. And so I think they do such a good job.
Yeah, and when I went with Steve to bring Aiden to get the paperwork done for co-op, the people that was a season ticket pickup day.
Yeah.
There were people nonstop coming in getting season tickets for to me, the Thunderbirds, I think Falcons. You know what I mean? You got 100 people in the stands.
Yeah, those days are over.
I mean, there was a lot of people there getting tickets, and of course, winning solves a lot of problems, right? So they were really good last year, but to get our kids exposed to, there's so many things that are going on over there. It's like you said, it's not just sit in the stands and eat the popcorn. It's
right.
Like, look at all these cameras, look at the PA announcer, look at the sales.
Oh, yeah, and like merchandise too. And like you said, it's one thing to get to the finals, but like they were putting out, like one game the goalie scored a goal. So now they're immediately making T-shirts of the silhouette of the goalie scoring, selling them in the pro shop.
Right.
So like just walking down the street and seeing other people wearing Thunderbird stuff, it's good for business.
Yeah.
You're making money on your merchandise, but also you're getting that exposure just out in the community. So for me, it's a little bit of both. I think that it's one thing to be good, you got to capitalize on it, and they did a really good job of that.
Yeah. So thank you for getting that relationship going with Westfield Tech and the Thunderbirds, and we're excited to. Maybe eventually get more kids over there. Yeah. Getting some co-op stuff. And I know they were super nice working with us. What's up with your shirt, though? I like it.
Well, it was sports day. And, I mean, again, the people over there are just so great. But I lost my dad.
Those would look great on the administrative team, wouldn't they, Mr.
Oh,
Taylor?
boy, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? But it's been about a year and a half since I lost my dad to cancer. Mm-hmm. And so last year they had the Hockey Fights cancer game, and they did a nice presentation dedication to my dad. They gave this to my mom, who immediately gave it to me.
Right.
But same thing. Like the fact that they could do that type of stuff for my family, the fact that opening night, or I guess last Sunday was like opening day for Kids Day. I got 11 tickets for my kids, the neighbors' kids, and the neighbors' kids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just that family atmosphere. I was having my birthday parties there when I was 8.
Right.
Now my kid can have his birthday party there, So
Mr. Forney's a popular guy in the neighborhood all of a sudden, huh?
it's not me. It's my children.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's good. Is this legit a real jersey that all the guys wore there?
Oh, yeah. They all, this one was,
It's got the name
with your
on the
name
back.
on the back,
Yeah.
CCM,
this
everything.
one was just for me. But then, after they wear these on the ice, and then after the game, they raffle them off on the ice, and all the money goes to, a charity. Like
charity.
That's the kind of stuff that, again, just builds the brand for them, and they're really crushing it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good, and that's a great. Again, thanks for getting us involved with that. All right, and Lindsay, good luck on the next game, whenever it is. Probably Friday. So if you're out there and listening, and you think you can shoot over, hopefully we play at Bullens or Yackham Field to get a game in for the girls. If you're looking, what color is your goalie shirt? The girl in yellow.
My goalie shirt is a nice red color.
Okay.
It sometimes switches between seasons. I'm hoping to stick with the red from now on.
Okay.
But it's honestly just been so much fun this season.
We've had a great year, and Mr. Brown and all the girls are excited about the great year. And if you're looking for the goalie, she's in red. Nice job.
Can I bring up one other thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Last year we had our chef showdown, which was a big success.
Yeah.
So we're starting to put the wheels in motion for that as well.
I hope we're going to reprise that because I wasn't able to judge last year.
Well, we might be able to get you in there for sure because we do need judges. But we are looking at springtime to doing that. And one of the things we're adding this year is we're going to try to get different sponsorships. We're going to take the kids out on sales calls. How can we lessen the burden on culinary because food costs money,
right?
But how can we enhance our broadcast too by having different things like Team A is all purple,
yes.
Team B is all yellow. How do we? And that all stuff costs money. So we are going to try to get out in the community, go on sales calls, which again are a real part of the business.
Yep.
But look for that coming up in the spring. And again, Lindsay's going to be a big part of that. She's a total rock star. So
that was a lot of fun last year.
Yeah, it came out really good.
Looking forward to that.
Hoping to make it much bigger, like improve a lot of stuff with it, and just make it a really fun show for people to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see who's going to bring home the gold. Is it the golden tray?
The golden platter.
The golden platter.
Golden platter.
The golden platter. All right, Pete, let's go to a song. We'll be back with more Tiger Talk.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for ArtsBeat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
And we're back to Tiger Talk Live on WSKB 89.5 WCPC Channel 15.
I just found a new feature, by the way, Mrs. Groom.
You did? Okay.
If you guys did a post in the morning about Tiger Talk, people could post on that post on Facebook, and then I could display the comments in the lower
I can do
third.
that.
Wait, live comments?
Live comments.
Only
So
the,
just,
only the good
just
ones.
do a regular post saying that the show, something as
edit
simple as
those?
the show is on, or what are you looking for, Pete?
If you want to set up a topic you're talking about, people could comment as they're doing it live.
Oh,
Discussion board, if you will.
Yeah.
This
So
could be
one
good
of your
or
last
bad.
one of your last posts I just pulled the comments from, and we could have a social media coordinator in here sending the post to the screen. They get you don't have to put them all up.
How late should I be, or what's a deadline for posting?
See, like this is somebody posted on one of your posts.
Oh.
Mr. Laurie, whose
See,
birthday
so
was
now it's
yesterday.
cycling through. Now it's cycling through.
I miss
you guys,
Mr. O'Leary so
Yeah.
much.
You guys posted that. Now it's cycling through the comments. But I sent them to the graphics.
So
machine.
if I were to post something, say by 7:00 on Thursday morning,
yeah, and then we'd have to have a social media person.
or maybe the night before, just so there's a little more time to percolate.
Right. So I really need a social media person in here to kind of check the comments to send them to the screen.
Yeah.
So we have a job
Probably
for
an adult.
somebody.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
and who's a good candidate for that position?
Lindsay probably just left.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I was afraid you were going to say that. Give her one more thing to do.
Well, boy, we just got blown away right there.
That's right.
More, all I'm seeing and envisioning.
Actually, Anne Maurice could do that job too.
I have a sophomore, Andrew, who's in charge of our Instagram account,
She can do
WTA_graphics.
All right, she
That
could
was
do it.
on
Yeah.
one of her posts. Remember the Western Mass News?
You were, yeah.
All right. Well, next Wednesday, I'll do one before I leave next Wednesday afternoon.
This
All right.
is
Great, man.
taking
Okay,
off.
making progress.
Yeah.
We just
All right,
It's
so
called being interactive with your audience.
we just
Yeah.
we do have some things that are
Conquer
going
more
on. Now,
territory
guys,
every
we
day.
do have a show going on. This is all backstage producing stuff we could have handled off air.
Do it at the meeting,
Right. At
at our pre-show meeting.
Unfortunately,
What
we
meeting?
we do meet on air.
At the 7:59
Right,
meeting.
Mr.
We'll come on
Cole?
air at 8.
Very-
Hey, there you go.
Who's got the
very
lights?
ad hoc operation here.
Is the microphone plugged in? It's 8 o'clock. All right. Mrs. Grimm, why don't you talk to us about what's going on? We do have the restaurant open this week,
We
correct?
do tomorrow. It's the Halloween buffet. There's a garden. Yeah.
Buffet.
Oh, buffet.
There you go.
All right.
Because it's Halloween.
That's right.
After all.
Garden salad, deli platter, cheeseburger chowder, vegan cabbage soup, beef and broccoli, scallop and shrimp scampi over pasta, garden vegetable lasagna, stuffed peppers, eggplant parmesan, orange chicken, parmesan crusted fish, garlic mashed potatoes, rice pilaf, roasted butternut squash, assorted vegetable medley, dinner rolls and butter, and assorted confections and desserts, coffee, tea, and assorted cold beverages.
All for a smooth price of.
Well, I don't know. That wasn't
Oh.
listed.
I think it's like
Usually under
12
$10
bucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
$12 for the buffet.
Yeah, I
It's
think
very manageable.
it's
like
still a
that.
deal. All you can eat for 12. I think it's
Oh,
12.
no question. You will not find a better deal.
Yeah. So, and now, Joe, how's our attendance
Might I
this
just
week?
say one more
Well,
Oh, hold on.
One more thing. If they want it, because it gets very busy, our buffets.
Sure.
If you would like a reservation, if it's not already booked, it's 564-3123. Open 10:45 to 12:15. Thank you.
And as always, we're very grateful for your patronage at Tigers Prime.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pete, Lekrensky report.
Someone likes the piano.
So, this for week ending last Friday, the freshmen came in at 95%. The sophomores, neck and neck, 95%. The juniors struggled a little bit at 93%.
Wow, really?
But the seniors crushed it at 96%. So overall, building-wide, 95% attendance for last week.
Take it.
So
Okay, I'll take that.
arguably, I'm going to say arguably because I'd have to check, but I'd say arguably the best in the district. Arguably.
I'd just go out and say it is the best. How about that, Joe?
Hey, there you go.
Better win
it's a-
percentage than Al's
put out
fantasy.
his-
Truth in advertising. We want to make sure that we cover ourselves. But
All right, and also, as speaking of advertising, I do want to talk about co-op real quick
That's right.
because we just had a good meeting yesterday at Westville to Business Alliance, where we had our local businesses along with some educators there. Joe and I had a nice apple cider donut from Mrs. Murphy's.
Nice.
Went down very well.
I know. I didn't hear about it after
No.
you said it the first
I felt
time.
I
Hey.
resisted the urge and just stuck with coffee.
I like Mrs. Murphy's a lot.
Yeah, you would have enjoyed that donut, Al. Let me tell you.
Last
Apple cider donuts, I heard they're really good, but
Last thing
nothing
they
beats glazed, man.
The donut.
All right, let's not derail, guys. So
Too late.
It's too late. So co-op. So I just wanted to mention that we are over 50 people out on co-op, which is
That's up from 47
Aiden?
last
Yep.
week.
So it's like
Moving
every
along.
week we keep throwing 2 more out, 3 more out, and it adds up. So I
like
did
that
want
too.
to recognize the businesses that are helping us, supporting us. So if you have an opportunity to support the business that helps support us, please go out and do that. So we just picked up a Roots Learning Center. We have somebody from Allied Health working there, which is great. Armbrook Village, Westville Center, Genesis, some auto kids are R.M. Sullivan Family Ford, Advantage Truck Group, Belize Lexus, Sarrett Ford. We just picked up Greater Auto Services right on Franklin Ave here. JL Raymakers, the Westfield Tech Center. We have some kids. Polish National Credit Union. Martha Rickson was there yesterday.
I spoke to Martha.
We have not only do we have Meredith Plouffe working there currently as one of our students, we have Allison Nipko who worked there, and they hired her as a full-time position. So that's that when we hear
She
that.
was a
that we're-
former guest on our show. last
Alice?
year, I think
Yep.
so. Yes.
So that's great.
She'll climb right through the ranks.
Yeah.
Alice is a rocker and a roller.
She's a home run. So thank you to Polish National. Aero Fastener, Westfield was several of our girls over there. Westfield G&E. Another one, Mr. Flaherty, has Ian Sanabria. He worked there in the auto. He's going to Lincoln Tech.
Yep.
They're going to hire him as a full-time.
Oh, wow.
Another of last year's
One of the
graduate.
nicest kids you'll ever
Oh,
meet in the world.
fantastic.
And
Congratulations to
here's
him.
Gas and Electric pulling them on full time as one of their mechanics. So
They got a
thank
gem.
you to Westfield Gas and Electric for that. Belize Collision, LeKay Building, Trademark Building, Kiter Corporation, Shortstop Bar and Grill. We always have somebody there. Elm Electric, Victor Biley Electric, Anchor Johnson Electric. Irwin Electric, Drew Heath, a former student, the Springfield Thunderbirds, as we talked about last segment. Thank you to them. Proudly Landscape, Wyben Construction, The Ranch, Southwick DPW, who's going to be taking 2 kids now, Tynick Landscape, Valley View Landscape, Partners in Community over in Springfield, which is great. Our IT kids are over there. Hogan Technologies, Mechanical Drive Components, Advanced Manufacturing, Rock Valley Tool, Van Pelt Precision, Spectrum Machining, Command Industrial.
Where does it end?
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's nonstop. It's awesome, and thank you to everybody. And,
There's a bunch of businesses, man.
yeah, and of course we have kids, and we
So.
we have kids working at Dunkin' Donuts. To Manny who supports the show.
Working for a living.
Working for. And speaking of that, was that song on purpose, Mrs. Groom?
Yes, it was.
What was the song?
Working for a living.
What?
From Huey Lewis and the News.
Oh, Huey Lewis and the News. Back to the Future guy. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you. So we did our due diligence with co-op,
did.
so it's great.
Sure did.
But to my right, we've been waiting, and this kid is amped up today.
A little bit ants up.
Yep,
A
I
little
love
bit,
it.
I'm
Al?
really excited. I have a partner here that actually is great.
It's good to see you, Al.
Morning, man.
How are you,
I
bud?
mean,
Thanks
it was
for-
my
thanks
idea.
for
It was
coming
my
back,
idea
Mr.
to get him
Forney.
back on the
pleasure.
show. I just wanted to see what everyone would think. If
It's
that's
like you
okay
never
or
left.
Not. I mean,
Let's switch
yeah.
seats.
but it's been a long time, and I thought I would get him on the show before I get him on my podcast in a couple weeks.
That's right.
Oh, what? Wait, hold on. Hold up. Do you have a podcast?
Yeah, I just put it on my YouTube channel the other day.
What are you getting for views? We're at 100 for our show. Are you even close to that?
I've gotten 22 and 13, and I think like 5 so far.
Hey,
Yeah, that's not
everybody's got to start somewhere, right?
Al's hot takes. He's got a logo and everything.
Vince and Al's weekly preview, man.
Oh.
And here's something that actually, Al, you're learning how to do, right? In school, right? And Mr. Forney's helping you out with these podcasts?
Yeah, he's
Awesome.
Hey, Mr. Daly, true to our motto of putting education to work.
That's it, right here. So let's talk a little sports, and I know you want to talk your Giants, but do you want to go to the Giants right away or no?
No.
What's that?
I sadly have to. I don't even want to talk about them because they disgust me. I sadly have to talk about the Yankees.
I thought we weren't going to go there.
I wasn't going to go there either. But
I was
have
hoping
to
you weren't
bring
going
it
to
up
go
because
there.
I know people were like, "Go."
I'm glad.
I want you to talk about the Yankees, how they got swept.
I'm
Yeah.
glad everything. So I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Get it over with, get it done.
Yeah.
What
happened?
No words about them. I'm just done, man. It's just a pain as a fan every year. I don't know what to say.
You talk like you're a Sacramento Kings fan. I mean,
It's just when
they're
the
the
playoffs
Yankees.
come around, I know.
I have no sympathy for
Listen,
you.
love is
I know what the
painful
result. I
sometimes.
know what the
Al.
result's gonna be when the playoff comes around. It's the same thing every year. So.
All right. Well, okay. So overall, we all know, the Yankees got swept in the American League Championship Series. Aaron Judge was Judge even at the series?
Not really.
He wasn't even there.
Even non-Yankee fans were
or something.
Yeah.
surprised.
Non-Yankee. Yeah.
You know.
I just think that the Yankee fans booing him is a really good way to invite him back next year.
No, I just think that it was the most dumbest thing to do is boo Aaron Judge after the year he put on in the regular season.
So what was worse? What was worse, Judge getting booed by Yankee fans or Mac Jones getting booed by Patriots fans?
Oh,
because I think they were both
Judge.
equally terrible.
I think that was both of them was pretty dumb, but Judge getting booed made absolutely no sense. You cannot boo a guy.
Agreed.
Hit 62 home runs.
And Al, you plead with him on a show a week before to play well, and I sent him the podcast of our show, and he still stunk.
Judge is, I'm sure Judge did not get that all the way up in New York, but
I want to talk quick about Judge, and then we'll move on. But
where's his
Giants?
whereabouts?
Well, the Giants just said there's no money that they won't. The San Francisco Giants said there's no money they won't offer him. They basically flat out said we'll match anything that he gets.
On to what you're saying.
Do you think he's gonna go?
There's like 4 teams, and one of them's the Boston Red Sox. San Fran, L.A. I think the Cardinals are into him, and Boston's right there.
Yeah.
There's like 4 teams that want him.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he's coming back.
whoever gets him the most money, he's going to.
You got him.
So
You got him.
that's how it goes.
Okay, so that's it for the Yankees. We'll have to watch the Aaron Judge watch, just like when LeBron was moving. Where's he gonna go?
I know.
Yeah.
Brett Favre watch all
Yeah.
over again.
So we'll
All
see.
over
Let's go to the Red Sox.
Let's go. No. Now next, Al. Let's talk.
That would kill Al.
Let's talk.
NFL.
Well, I wanted to go quick NBA talk before we finish with the NFL because I want to do the picks. So I did see. Do you have any comment about the Devin Booker situation with what
Klay
happened?
Thompson?
Yeah, what happened there?
They're competitors. What can I say?
So there was a confrontation between Devin Booker, one of the best guards in the NBA, and Klay Thompson. Mrs. Groom, Klay Thompson plays for who again? I forgot.
Please tell me you know this.
Oh, jeez. The Warriors?
Yeah.
From the Warriors from.
Golden State, California.
Oh,
I
but-
don't want to disappoint Al
No,
every week.
I know,
Oh.
but that was a. I gave her that on a platter, Al.
I
But I
didn't
wanted her
even
to tell me who Devin Booker plays for. Really, that was the big lead up. So Devin Booker,
We
obviously,
just talked about him, so.
he plays for the.
I don't know.
Ugh,
Okay, we can give it to her. We can give it. It's Phoenix.
the
Suns.
Phoenix,
you,
the Phoenix
Al.
Suns. All right, Al. So what happened with that? There was a little confrontation between those two.
You take this from him.
I think that the confrontation that they had, maybe they were trash talking. I think the Warriors bench saying, "Oh, all these rings that you guys have."
Yeah,
and-
4 rings.
And then they benched him. There's nowhere near as much as the Celtics have.
Yeah,
Um,
but that was a little thing. But are the Warriors playing well right now, or what?
I think they're 500.
Yeah.
I
It's
think-
early in the
It's so early. I mean, Mr. Fournier, take on this. The Lakers are 0-4, but people are panicking when there's like 76 games left. Man.
Your take.
I mean, people get hyped up because the Bruins are 6-1, and it's like, well, they still got another 80-something games to
Games
play.
left.
Like,
Yeah.
So
let
why
me
are
know
you
in April.
panicking? Why are you panicking?
It's a long year. It's a long year.
It's like with the NFL. Like teams are like 2-5 or something. They're like, oh, we're done. We can't make a run.
Yeah.
No, there's like
So you're saying?
I know they all talk.
Yeah.
there are like 11 weeks left, man.
Are you saying the Patriots? Let's go NFL. So we established that the Bruins are on a roll right now, 6-1.
Yeah.
They're doing well.
Yeah.
And it's early. Celtics, Bruins,
Very
early.
Everything's early.
Yeah.
The
But
NFL's too early. It's only
well,
week 8.
so we had a Monday night game with the Patriots.
I really don't think you want to talk about that, do you?
Well, the second quarter when Zappy went in was exciting for a little bit. That was fun.
That whole
Bailey
game,
Zappi
that whole
came
game
in-
was so bad.
Bailey
It was-
Zappi came in and light the world on fire. man.
I wanted my 4 hours of my life back.
Yeah, it
that
was
was
tough.
just such a
You said you'd
disaster.
wake up so cranky the next day. You're like, no, I don't think I'm gonna want to talk for the rest of the day if they lose.
I was cranky. I was cranky at Bill Belichick though, Al, not you.
Yeah. So the Patriots look dismal. We have a quarterback. I guess we have a
Mac
quarterback
Jones is
controversy.
Mac
I don't
Jones is
know.
starting Sunday.
Yeah.
They were asking Bill in the post-game show, who's your quarterback right now?
We'll know more tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll know. We'll know more tomorrow.
That's just Bill
We'll
Belichick.
know
Not
more
bad.
tomorrow. We'll know more tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's a great impression.
Moving on.
Okay, so you want to get on to the picks this week?
That was,
Well, I want to talk.
that was more him than him.
I want to. The show is derailed.
Whoa.
All right. So listen,
Off
we
the
got a
track.
couple minutes to go. Let's. The Giants are rolling. They won last week as well, didn't they? Or no?
I got a few games to pick. I actually got it right here. If you don't mind.
They're diligent notes that he's been working on all week.
If you don't mind,
I think-
Mr. Daly.
Hold on, Al.
all right.
Let me gonna get control of this for a second. All right. Let's just hold on.
Yeah, just
We're gonna go. We're gonna talk. Last week we had picks. Joe, I made a mistake when I told you earlier how you did.
I thought you did. It's only 2, right?
So yeah, so I had 2 wins last week, puts me up to a total of 13. Carol Groom is on a tear right now. She's back to back to back, 3 out of 4. You're up to 14 wins, leading the pack.
All right.
Joe, you had 2 last week, so you're at 12. We're all close. And then Al is at 10.
I got
but,
up to 10 wins.
But Al's 1 week back, so he didn't get to pick his first week. So we're gonna have a bye. So next week, do you want to have a bye next week, Mrs. Groom, or do you want me to have a bye? Or
No, next week I'm not here.
okay, so we'll give you the bye next week.
Perfect.
All right.
all 3 of us get to play. The rest of us.
So we'll all do this week, and then we'll start with the buys next week, and we'll rotate after that. So, not a great week for all of us, but here's what we're going to do for games.
Hey, I'm at 10 wins now. I had a pretty good week.
Yeah, not bad. You had 3 too, so you're doing well.
Yeah.
Big game here. Tom Brady, is he going to bounce back against Baltimore? What's your take on Tom Brady right now, Al?
Okay, well, I talked to Vince about this.
McMahon?
No. Vince
Lombard?
Escopita, a junior at this school.
Uh-huh.
I talked to him about it on the weekly preview the other day. He's like, Bucks are just a mess, he told me. So I'm like, I mean, it's hard to pick them right now after what's going on, but I just think they have a lot going on team-wise. Brady hasn't really been... It's not Brady's fault. Brady's doing his thing, but, I mean, they have a lot to figure out together.
His thing, like
Brady
getting
has
divorced.
Brady has a lot of
Yeah,
off-field
I think that's the biggest
distractions.
regret of his life.
Yeah.
What are you going with, buddy?
I'm going with Baltimore. I
I'm
don't...
going to go with Baltimore, Al. I'm going with the Bucks, guys. I think Brady's going to come back, and he's going to get the ship straightened out, if that's a word. I don't
You gotta pick
know.
this.
Ship righted. I don't know.
Yes.
Whatever you call it.
I'm going to go with
What do you gotta
Baltimore.
pick in this?
Groom.
Oh.
Yeah, we can let him pick. Hold on, though. Let's go.
Patience,
Who's running
Al,
the show here, Al?
patience, patience.
All right. Mr. Langoni,
Baltimore.
Baltimore. And Forney.
I would say Baltimore too. That Bucks team's a mess.
Okay, guys, I got to go outside the box. The New York Giants football
Yeah.
team versus in Seattle. We'll start with you, Joe.
Come on, Mr. Langoni. The Giants are like...
Giants.
Mrs. Groom.
It's for you, Al, and it's only for you.
Giants.
Okay. Al, I'm going to go Giants, too, believe it or not.
I mean, the Giants are, like, injured right now, but, I mean...
Giants one more week. Once it gets to November, they'll crumble.
Okay.
As long as it's still October, they'll be all right.
Okay, the struggling
Struggling.
Green Bay Packers at Buffalo.
Oh,
But Aaron Rodgers, I think, is going to go off this week.
What?
Yeah. What do you think?
No, Buffalo's going to destroy them. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Al with Buffalo. I'm going to go against my better judge. I'm going to pick Buffalo, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron Rodgers goes off. So, Mrs. Groom?
Buffalo.
Groom, Buffalo.
That's such a mess.
Joe?
I have always Buffalo.
Yep, Joe's a stickler for
Yeah,
Buffalo.
Mr. Langoni has Buffalo
Buffalo.
fans.
Buffalo.
Buffalo, too.
But they've carried you through.
Okay, Monday
Yeah,
night
yes.
game, guys. Monday night, Cincinnati. Joe Burrow coming off. What did he throw for, Carol? How many yards did he throw for Monday night, or Sunday?
I don't
It
know.
was something
Like
stupid.
300 in the first half.
That's what I was thinking.
You were thinking.
Yeah, I really was.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It was close to 500. I think he threw like 480 something. So
Cincinnati
crazy.
at who?
Cincinnati at Cleveland.
Oh, Bengals.
It's no brainer. Oh my! These actually should be easy games here. Okay, so Al's got Cincy, I got Cincy, Mrs.
I'm
Groom.
going with the Bengals.
Horrible.
Groom.
Bengals.
We're all going Bengals, and Mr. Forney.
Yeah, Browns will always be the Browns.
I think
Take the Bengals.
There's one last game.
They'll
here.
always Brown.
One last game I got. Like this is probably the Giants probably won't be on TV, but this is America's game of the week. The San Francisco 49ers at the Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
You want to do a bonus game?
It's a bonus game.
Okay. Oh, okay. We're doing a bonus game. Who you got, Al?
You know what? The Rams always do not play well against the Niners, and the Niners have owned them for so long, so it's time for Jimmy G to step up.
Okay, I'm going to step up with Al, too, and go San Francisco.
I'm going to go with the Rams.
Okay.
I am too.
And Joe. And then Forney?
Rams.
Forney's going to go Rams, too. All right. So that's it for Tiger Talk, guys. We ended right on schedule. I don't know what happened the last 15 minutes.
I showed up. That's what happened.
through.
Yeah, but it was, again,
like the whole show.
highly entertaining regardless of where we ended up.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week, minus the birthday girl, for Tiger Talk. Thanks for joining
We'll
us.
miss you, Mrs. Groom.
Thank you. I'll miss you.
Underwriting for WSFD